Democratic senator was quoted saying, "Never, in my view, had America been led by such a dangerous head of state. He bemoaned that America was misled by a reckless and arrogant president." That was Senator Robert Byrd from West Virginia describing George W. Bush. Ronald Reagan was accused of abuse of power for pushing a growth-based economic agenda, for committing troops to Lebanon, or for turning back the Sandinistas in Nicaragua. Clinton, excluding the impeachment, was accused of abusive accusations for an Asia fundraising scandal. 4 dozen donors were arrested. Aides getting sweetheart appointments, use of the FBI to dig up dirt on political employees, Waco, and a Swedish slush fund. George W. Bush was accused of abuse of power for domestic spying, an energy task force controversy, Presidential Records Act, steel tariffs, the Iraq War, and NSA overreach. Obama's IRS engaged in politically motivated targeting of charitable groups. Fast and Furious gun running scandal, collected telephone records on AP journalists without a warrant. The seizure of private property under the guise of environmental protection. The problem we're running into, which is going to last far longer than today and far longer to this Congress, is this will become the new normal. Every one of those things I mentioned had reports written about them. They probably had election consequences. There were hearings held. You know what they didn't have? A nebulous, ambiguous charge of abuse of power. If you cannot prove an underlying crime, you do not get to use all of the evidence you're presenting forward. This will continue. This will move forward. In the history of our country, the party who is not in the White House has accused the White House of abuse of power. It started 200 years ago. It will continue into the future, except now, congratulations. It will be impeachment every single time one party controls the House of Representatives and the other party is in the White House.